Mr. Perry. Now I know what I said in the last video. What you ain't got to do me like this. What are you trying to do? You trying to send me into the great abyss? You trying to get rid of me, Tyler? Is that what you doing? Now, what is really going on, Tyler Perry? I feel like you trying to send me straight to hell. Now, listen, you know that my mind goes into these dark corners. And you know that I get to laugh at stuff that don't be supposed to be funny. Okay? Classic example, have and have nots when you messed up Erica. I ain't been able to recover from it since, baby. When they burnt Erica up in the car, I ain't been able to escape it. I gotta still pay for that. I still gotta pay for that because of me and my dark humor. But Tyler Perry, you're not going to do me like this because there's no reason why Mallory ran that man over and then her husband came, man or woman or whoever it was, but the husband come down the road, same road, and run. Why he run over that same person? That person. See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. Now, we got a rainy night. We got one hit and run. Bam! Front tire, back tire. And then a half hour later, the husband come home and he'll run over the same person on the same road. Ain't nobody seen the child. The child and the child was crumpled up. I said, oh, damn. And I'm not supposed to be laughing. I'm not supposed to be laughing. But what is going on in your mind? What is going on in your mind, Tyler? I think you got splinters in the windmill of your mind going on that somebody get ran over twice. Front tire, back tire, twice. I said, Lord have mercy. So this is where we start into the second episode. This is going to be a roller coaster ride of plain old foolishness. And I am so here for it. I have to have a long talk with my Jesus after this because Tyler's trying to lead me down the road. Tyler trying to get rid of me, Tyler. Tyler, why are you doing that? Why is you trying to get rid of me? Don't do me like this, Tyler. You know I can't resist. So Mallory ran the man over. I don't know if it's a man. I keep saying the man. Ran the individual over and then went down there, looked at him, and went on about her business. And then Roy come home and he runs the same person over. And then he gets out there and he takes a throw him in his trunk. Who does that? Who is taking a 2-time vehicle? Shall they just roadkill, honey? And throwing it in their trunk. Threw it in the trunk, took it to the house, get there. They talking about two different things. She fighting him, tell me who it is. Tell me who it is. She talking about who you was screwing, and the phone done butt down me. He don't know what that is. He thinking she talking about the body down at the end of the private street that they got, the private road. And then when he tells her, oh, I got something for you. What kind of relationship is this? I got something for you. A dead body in the car. I got something for you. And take her out there. And they like, well, who is that? Who knows? They've been hit twice. Nobody knows. I'm sure we need the forensics at this point. You done hit him with a truck, and then she come back. Well, she hit him with a truck, and then you come back and lam him real good with a little smaller version of a truck. I said, a mess, a whole big mess. Then they have an argument because she said, well, get Jules and tell Jules, because Jules is the cleanup man, but she's saying no, Jules knows too much and he'll really bury us with this. So she don't trust Jules. So mark that down, because I marked that down in my memory. She doesn't trust Jules for whatever reason. She doesn't trust Jules. I said, but then again, I mean, why would you? He a pimp. Jules is a pimp, a straight up pimp with a strong pimp hand. He pulling hair and smacking bitches. 2024. I wouldn't trust Jules either. I wouldn't trust Jules either. Period. She said he knows too much. And they going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and forth and back. Then we get a little bit of a piece of Jules, Kimmy, and the other little child that got the butt work done. What was her name again? Say, I forgot her name already. Rain. That's Rain. Okay, so Rain, we're flipping back and forth. Rain basically got them jammed up. Whenever Rain met Kimmy and shook her into they were like shacking out in the electronics store, they in there on the computer. And they talking to some guy, cute little light-skinned guy. His name is Angel. We found out later about him. But Angel is basically trying to he is talking talking Rain into being a mule. Okay? He's talking Rain into being a drug mule, and they going to bring some drugs into. He's like, oh no, as long as you're doing it domestically, it ain't no real big deal. It's when people are doing it internationally that they really have a problem. Okay, stupid. But he's like, oh yeah, I'll give you $5,000. You will get $5,000. I'm gonna get $5,000. You're like, oh, but you can get an extra $5,000 you bring her. I said, oh, here we go. And here goes the human trafficking thing. But the three of them get busted. They get busted. They get yanked up. And the cops that come, the airport police or whoever they were, the police come to get them, you see Jules. So I don't know at what point that Jules was actually legit. And maybe he still is, because he has all these connections all over the place with all these people, we found out. So that is where their paths crossed. And he got the three of them out of jail, but now they're in debt to him for like all these thousands of dollars for these drugs they done lost and whatever costs of the favors he had to pay to get them out. So all three of them, see, we took it from drug mules to human trafficking. All three of them are whores and strippers. Even Angel. Angel identifies as straight, but Angel, with his fine ass, he can, be convinced to do a little something strange for a little piece of change. Now, again, everything about this is saying Atlanta, Georgia to me, but Tyler keeps saying Chicago. Okay, well, I mean, whatever. Chicago. Okay. But everything is giving me Atlanta, Georgia tease. And here's the thing, Tyler, I'm just going to say this. And again, I told you I might say some things that really offend you. So I'm gonna do it because you're trying to mess me up and giving me all this dark comedy, you keep on taking me into the dark arts. But okay, I know that we see that you jumped on the P Valley train, right? See, we've been missing P Valley. P Valley was a hit, and it was a hit with the people who basically kind of watch those things. That P Valley, the people who like to have nots and some of the other shows to tell them, these are some of the people that actually like P Valley. P Valley got off track and they had lawsuits and all of this. We've been years trying to get back on to P Valley. And I know you've seen that. I know you've seen The Void, and it made perfect sense to go and incorporate some of that. But I see the P-Valley-ism in this. I see it. And though it could be a smart business move, it looks desperate and kind of cheap. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. It's a little desperate, a little cheap, and it feels a little stolen. Now, you listen, I be fussing at you about your little writing and different things that you be doing, but I don't take you for a thief. It feels kind of borrowed. It feels borrowed, but that's okay, I guess. Because at the end of the day, the lawsuit with P-Valley allegedly has to do with borrowing. They said they borrowed it from Nikki Gilbert, and that's what she was suing, but she lost the case. But whatever, that's a whole nother story, whole nother video for another time. But it feels very borrowed. This whole thing with the strippers and the human trafficking, it all feels very borrowed from P-Valley. It really, really does. It really does. I had to say it. I had to say it. Now let's move on. So that's how them three people got all entrenched with each other. Then we go, so they got to get rid of this body. It's going to be the wife and the husband. It's going to be Mallory and Roy. They're going to try to do all of this here without the help of Jules, because she don't want to do it. She done cussed him out, told him who she is, and quit playing with her, and this, that, thing, and the other. Child, both of them been drinking. They mess around and get pulled over. They get pulled over, and it was just a whole big mess. She says the cop can smell the liquor. She says it's her sitting in the passenger seat. The cop ain't stupid. It's a white cop. He's not stupid. He's smelling on Roy. Makes Roy get out to do a sobriety test. He make him blow in the thing. Of course, Roy fails. He done handcuffed Roy. Got him around to the back of the car. She's still sitting inside the car, and she happened to look out of the rear view mirror and see the person's hand, because the person ain't dead. The person ain't did all this. The person that they done ran over with every car they got. China ran this person over with every car they got down to the house, honey, and they ain't dead. They reach it up, and child, she's like, what the fuck? So she jump out, and then she go do her big one. She gonna distract the cop. I said, okay, this is real corny. But okay, I'm gonna ride with you because this is nighttime soap. Okay, so they ain't dead in the back of the car. They end up taking Roy, and Roy, in the midst of all of that, of course, they ended up calling Jules, and Jules was fussing like, why are you just calling me? This, that, thing, and the other. So that whole thing is going on. So Jules is on the way. They end up taking him. The car ends up having to be taken to be impounded. And she's sitting out there. She going back and forth with the cop. He said, you want to get in the car and go on with your husband? And she was like, oh, no. And she's like, you can't leave me here. He said, you already told me that you was drinking. So, no, you're not getting ready to drive, ho. So I can leave you here, and whoever can pick you up, or you can jump on in here, and I can take you on down to the station with him, and you can sit with him. So they end up, she ended up going. They come and they grab and tow the car. All this. She goes on down the station. Jules come, snatch her up, and goes on, and they have their chit chat back and forth. And he's like, I'm gonna take care of this. Don't let nothing like this happen again. I'm gonna take care of it. She said, there's something in the car, blah, 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 blah. He's sending some people, okay? He's making a phone call. He's sending some people. I need that car basically stolen from, I need the car stolen from the lot. I need it stolen from the lot. I'm going to take care of everything else. And then they said, yeah, there's a little something in the back of the car. So you see their little three thugs. They pull up on the actual car lot. Now, here we go with the senseless killing and shooting. I said, Tyler, you in the dark corner. See, that's why you try to pull me in the dark corner, because you in the dark corner. So we know they got to get in to steal this car out of there. But then we have to do the senseless violence. Like literally, they walk through. There's two of them walking through. There's this cute little black boy. This little boy ain't paying no attention to nothing. He in there watching YouTube on his phone, honey, just like I would be. He got a cushy job. They paying him $15, $16 an hour. He's sitting back there looking at YouTube on his phone. Maybe they go walk past there and say nothing to him. The man just say pop, banging right in his forehead. And then the other one walking behind him just for good measure, he's gonna bang him in his chest. I said, now what? Y'all like a double kill, huh? Why y'all have to shoot him in the forehead? When he shot him in his forehead, he was dead. He said, "Bap!" And the other one just, bam! He was just gonna get him just for GP. So I said, that was senseless violence. Senseless violence. They didn't have to do nothing. They could have threatened him and he'd been fine. But whatever. They took him out, get the car. Said, baby, the body ain't there. The body missing. Ain't the body in that car. Ain't the body in that car. So I said, okay, there we go. There's a storyline. There's a storyline. Now, Kimmy was on the way to the hospital, okay? Because over there, listen, Rain is a mess. Baby, she leaking antifreeze on her ass and everything else, honey. It's just a disgusting mess. They done got an Uber, honey. The lady said, what the hell's wrong with her? You got some towels or something? Bro, get her. She said, and she's helped, just help me, please help me get her in the car. She said, what is this shit on my hand? But they end up going to the hospital. Child, listen. Now she gets in trouble again because they told her to, to just chill. The old chick from down to the strip club done called Jules and was like, that Kimmy is just out of order. We told her to just chill. She ain't chilling. She doing too much. You need to get a handle on her. They say, well, why can't my bottom bitch handle it? Body, the girl Body. Why can't Body handle it? Is she slipping? Do I need to get her and bang her around? No. She got it. She got it. Whatever. Long story short, we got Rain down to the hospital. Now, it's going to draw some stuff. This is some more work for Jules because there's a whole issue, with all of this illegal stuff going on. And we found out that Maddie's character, Daga done killed a couple people. She done took a couple people out with her bad juju. She's shooting the girls up with all that antifreeze and that Fix-A-Flat. And she done had a couple bodies, honey, and they cleaned up. Because when they came back, they left the place a mess. When they left all kind of spray cans and stuff around. And then when they come back, her little assistant was over there cleaning stuff up. I said, y'all messy. Oh, y'all messy. But I think they just are used to Jules fixing their messes. I said, this is too much. So Kimmy ends up getting snatched up from the hospital. She's leaving the hospital. And Jules yanked her up and told her to get in the car. So again, he got to threaten her, tell her he's going to fuck up her face, bang her around. He then pulled her hair again and told her, do like, bitch. He had to strong hand her, told her, you don't come nowhere else near this damn hospital. Now I got you on hospital cameras and all this. I got all this work, all this stuff I got to clean up. Take your ass on back to the club. Get on back to that damn club. So she's like, because that's the thing. If you don't, I'll have you thrown back in jail. All of y'all. So she going back down to the club. And she said, this old man is back up in here. He looking for you. He wants you. I don't know what the hell he wants you for, but he got you. He wants you up in there. So she go back in, and it's the old man from the night before. And she's like, okay. So she's like dancing. And he had gotten upset when she thought he was looking at Angel the night before. Now he done told her, he said, yeah, he's going to say, I need you to do me a favor. I want you to get that for me. I don't know. I like that. I want that. I want you to get that for me. So I said, oh, so you really was Grandpapa trying to get down. Told her basically that he don't know why, but just he got a feeling about her, and she told him, okay, I'm gonna need like $1,500. He's like, oh no, I'm on a fixed income. I only got like $800. She's like, all right. She's like, no problem. So he's going on, and she's like, so you use your income to do this, to be buying boys and whatever, whatever. She said that's fine. She gave him 300 of it back and tell him I could get him for 5. So she's like, all right. So she goes on, and she gone, and he's like, oh, okay. He's like, you're an honest whore. She's like, yeah. So he done took a liking to her. Okay. So she goes over there and she tells Angel, listen, I got this going on. I got this little client, this, that, thing. That. Angel's trying to pay his debt off. He gonna say, oh, listen, I ain't really trying to do all that. I told you I'm straight. She's like, don't play with me. Like, I don't care about all that. You were straight when we started this, but listen, you know you do a little something strange for a little piece of change. So you just Watusi your little ass right on over here and get this money, bitch. And I said, okay. So he came down off of that. He's like, he ain't fucking me that. I said, oh, poor Angel. Poor Angel. Yeah, he is if he wants to. Now shut the hell on up. I was like, this is too much. I said, Tyler, get out of that dark corner. So I said, okay. So he said, just meet him outside. They go outside, and Papa, listen, he out there sleep. He out there sleep. They get in, you know, because they had to go through the whole thing of like, no, he can't go to his house. Can't go to Angel's house. She's like, well, can't we just go to your house? She's like, that's fine. So she takes him and Angel to her house. She's outside. And he told her, you know, I'm comfortable with you. You know what I mean? Goes up there, child. He coming right out. Angel like, listen, all he wanted me to do was dance a little bit. And then he was like, go ahead and go. She was like, what the hell? It was really, really quick. So she's like, all right, she didn't even finish smoking a cigarette or nothing. She's like, all right, she goes in there. He's like having like, it looked like heart palpitations or like an asthma attack or something. And he's like, yeah, I need you to drive me home. I'll pay for Uber or whatever to bring you back. I'll pay car service to bring you back. This, that, and the other. So she's like, okay. So he's kind of like having a hard time. And she drives him. And baby, as she's pulling up this beautiful, it's the Have and Have-Nots mansion. But this beautiful mansion, honey. And they going through the gates. And she's like, this is where you live? And he's like, yeah. She's like, on your fixed income? He's like, yeah. They get in the house, go inside. It's beautiful. He goes to tell her, he really does but then you find out later why he actually got that eye for what he can trust, who he can't trust. He got an eye for because he been in the game a long time. Okay. But he goes and he tells her, listen, go on. And I think he really likes her. I don't know. Did he really like Angel all like that? He just wanted what he wanted. He wanted just a little taste out of the dark arts. I don't think he's, he just wanted a little taste of the dark arts. So he goes, tells her, go down in the office and go to my desk and get me my medication that's on my desk. She goes down to the office and she goes and she gets the medication. She was getting ready to start rambling. And I said to myself, I said, I hate a bitch that rambles. I do. I don't like bitches that steal. I don't like drug addicts. And I don't like people who ramble. Well, that's all like one person. I just don't like that. But anyway, so she was getting ready to start rambling, but then she's like, let me go ahead and just do this. And then she turns around, baby, and she starts looking at the pictures around there. Well, guess who Papa is? Papa got pictures with everybody. There's like 4 boys. One of them is Roy. One of them is actually Jules. So now we ain't clarified that those are all brothers, but they all are entwined some kind of way. They're all Papa's boys. And I'm betting that Roy is definitely his son. And they're all attached. And she's looking like, shit, I done hit the mother load. Yeah, you did. But that's why I said I'm not going to say that. But then Papa obviously is not completely gay. He might have been bisexual or whatever. I think he just got just a little taste, a little twinge for a pretty boy, a little pretty thing here and there. Because here's the thing, I told you, Roy's wife, Mallory, was handpicked pretty much the same way he handpicked Kimmy. He saw the goodness in Kimmy and that she wasn't a tainted whore, that she's just a little whorish. She's a little whore-esque. And I said, oh, so listen, and this, I'm just putting all this together. I've got to go back and start watching again. This is where we end out. Because she had told him beforehand, she said, all I want from you, I got a friend that's in the hospital. If you can go past the hospital, say you're her grandfather, and just check on her for me. That'll be enough for me. I appreciate it. And he's like, I can do that, no problem. So they actually literally are building like a little friendship, and they trust each other. But they both is messy bitches, her and Papa. But this is where we end out at. I said, Tyler, you got me. I'm in. But you got to get out the dark corner. All this human trafficking, child, and double running people over and double killings. Child is just so damn good and interesting. Oh, it's so bad. Oh my God. And T.S. Madison, she's doing a good job. She's doing a good job. But again, I still feel like it's a typecasting. I want her out of that scene altogether. I want my sister in a movie. I want her in a movie. Who I really want. I mean, love Tyler Perry, and I love that Tyler Perry has actually invested time and put her in something like this. This is wonderful. This is a wonderful step for Maddie. But I want Maddie in a movie over there with Lee Daniels. That's what I want. I want her on a Lee Daniels script where she could really stretch out and do what it is that I know she knows how to do, because she could definitely be the next. See, y'all don't know Maddie like I know Maddie. Maddie could definitely do the thing that Monique did. How we used to just see Monique as just a comedian, and Monique is actually a fierce ass actress. T.S. Madison is sitting on that same type of talent. It's just opportunity. When the opportunity hits, and I need her in that kind of role. I don't need her, nothing trans, nothing gay, nothing nothing of night life and sex work, nothing of that. Just completely a blank slate. Give her a script and let her build a character. That's what I need for her. But this is cool because we got to crawl before we walk. So this is cool, and she's doing a good job playing Daga. But it's not hard. She knows that character, so she could definitely bring that character to life because she knows that character. And this work is good work because, again, you girls and guys need to know how dangerous that illegal work is. It is very dangerous. People have been getting balled up many years behind bad work and illegal work. So there's a purpose in all of this, but I need her with a damn Lee Daniels script pronto. Or Tyler, if you want to pull one and you want to do an acrimony with her like you did with Taraji, I'll take it. We'll take it. But I need something that's not TS. I want her with something that's not TS. I want her with something from a blank slate, something she can build from the ground up and make T.S. Madison disappear in the role and be whatever the role is on the paper. That's what I want. So if you ever see this, stop trying to take me in the dark corner and give T.S. Madison the opportunity to build a role from the ground up. Nothing that has nothing to do with her. Just let her build it from the ground up. She can do it. Anyway, all right, enough. That ain't what this video is all about. But let me reintroduce myself. My name is SpillitBoyTV. That's me, SpillitBoyTV. And it's my video, so it's about whatever I say it's about. How about that? Anyway, all right, so this has been episode 2. Episode 2 of Beauty in Black, and I'm going to go back and get in my Netflix and get down with episode 3 and see what foolishness Godfather Perry has waiting for me. And I'll see y'all shortly. Later.